When it comes to the premium segment, two brands are actually at the forefront of electrification. That would be Audi and Porsche. Here in the Philippines, its exclusive distributor PGA Cars also shares in that vision. Join me as we take a tour at their showroom right here in Green Hills to find out how they've been able to improve electrified acceptance and at the same time walk around the vehicles that they've been offering.
FutureNow is actually the thrust of the whole company of PGA Cars. It's our statement to the nation that electric vehicles are already here. They're not coming in a year or two, but they're here now. You can drive them, you can own them, you can live more sustainably with using these vehicles. In terms of leadership for electrification, we want to have all the proper equipment for not only to sell the cars, but also to fix the vehicles and maintain the vehicles. So we've invested very heavily in terms of facilities, not only for charging and vehicle prep, but also for repair, just in case these are necessary. In terms of Audi, I would say that definitely they would maintain their Audi characteristics. So what you would expect from a regular Q5, a Q7, a Q8, A8, comfort, power, everything's there. Actually even heightened with these electric vehicles. So the quietness and the smoothness of the ride are very evident in the new e-tron GT. And what Audi is really known for is quattro performance and really the safety and the performance that are brought about by this four-wheel drive technology. So you feel it even more with the EVs because they do have a smarter way to handle the quattro distribution. And it's something that must be felt through a test drive, I would say. EV adoption, it's always a question of, okay, where do I charge? The solution we have for our customers and for our prospects is that we can actually install the charging port at your home. So this one you can easily do in a day or so, and it will charge your vehicle overnight. And definitely you won't have any more need to go for outside charging stations unless really it's a long drive. We're also working with a lot of different stakeholders in terms of having charging stations spread out across destination locations.
Hi, I'm Alex Pamplona, and here beside me are the e-tron models from Audi Philippines. This is the Audi e-tron 55 SUV. You still have that distinct Audi single-frame grille, but if you look closely, it's partially closed. It is the transition to a modern design. On this grille, people will know that this is an e-tron because there's an e-tron badge right below. Audi is known for its lighting technology. So with this e-tron 55 SUV, you have the digital matrix LED headlights. So you also have the air inlet here. So this one improves the airflow and reduces drag. The e-tron 55 SUV sports a 21-inch rims. This makes the car look very athletic. Here at the right fender, you have the e-tron badge. But this is not just a badge. This is the charging port. These two LED taillights are connected with a light bar. So this light bar actually looks good, most especially at night. The interior of the car is driver-oriented. This is angled towards the driver. So all the buttons and the controls are easily accessible by the one who's driving it. This Audi e-tron has all the convenience features. You have the wireless charging, and also you have wireless CarPlay and Android Auto as well. In this car, you also have air ionizer and also perfume, which you have 2 scents to choose from. At the back of the Audi e-tron SUV, you have a good legroom, wherein you could slouch a bit. And you also have a good headroom as well. And for more comfort, you also have the armrest, where you have your cup holders here. And also additional storage for your phone if you would like to put your phone here. You can also control the temperature and the airflow because you have 4-zone air conditioning.
I definitely believe Porsche will retain its characteristics. We call it the Porsche DNA. As we've seen time and again, from the 911 up to the Macan, Porsche has maintained its tradition, but at the same time has combined it with innovation. So now with the Taycan, we see it. Of course, there's many innovative elements that are seen in this car. So, but at the same time, we can see that it looks and feels Porsche. So for the EV adoption, I think the main challenges are the range anxiety, as we know it, because of the lack of charging stations initially when the EVs were introduced. But for Porsche, as we've seen it with the Taycan, with over 400 kilometers of range, we see that it's no longer an issue in terms of whether you can drive it in long distances. And at the same time, we have this charger, which you can recharge your car overnight. This is very important for customers because it addresses their peace of mind and overall Porsche driving experience.
My name is Brian Ilemil of Porsche Center Philippines, and right here with us is the all-new Porsche Taycan. This stream we have in our country right now is what we call the Taycan rear-wheel drive. It is powered by a single asynchronous motor which produces 408 horsepower and 345 Nm of torque, 0 to 100 kilometers in just 5.4 seconds. The Porsche Taycan is equipped with full LED headlights and full LED light strip at the back. We equipped our car with PDLS, Porsche Dynamic Lighting System Plus. We equipped our cars with adaptive air suspension system. Also, you will notice the 20-inch Taycan Turbo Aero wheels. For this Taycan, it is also powered by a 79.2 kilowatt battery. Range would be around 300 to 350 kilometers. The moment you stepped in, you could see a lot of screen with this Porsche Taycan. From the screen, you could access most features of the car. For example, if you want to lift up the suspension or bring it down. Also, you could change your drive modes from here, from normal to sports and the range mode. As you notice, no more shifters for the Porsche Taycan. Porsche decided to move it up here, so you could have a more direct touch on the screen. We also equipped our Porsche Taycan with adaptive 14-way comfort memory seats. It is running as well with Bose surround sound system. The Porsche Taycan in the Philippines is equipped with 4+1 seats. A little bit of trivia, since the Porsche Taycan is running with electric motor and doesn't have a combustion engine, but still, there is an electric sport sound which you can turn on and turn off. As mentioned earlier, we equipped our Porsche Taycan with 4+1 seats. For example, a third person will sit here at the back. There you go. The Porsche Taycan is very generous in legroom. Also, ample space for your head. Your passengers at the back can also adjust their individual climate control.